been the kindest to me. My name is Thessaly. I'm the Community Engagement Coordinator for Texas 4000 for Cancer.
Hi, my name is Aishwarya. I'm the Health and Fitness Chair for the Sierras 2016.
Woo! Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you. Has anybody here heard of Texas 4000 before?
No.
Awesome. Okay. Well, thank you guys so much. So most of y'all haven't. That's great. So Texas 4000 for Cancer is a 501c3 federally registered nonprofit associated with UT Austin. And we raise money and empower communities against the fight against cancer. And we do that through our big event, which is our bike ride from Austin, Texas to Anchorage, Alaska. It is the longest annual charity bike ride in the entire world. And it's done all by UT Austin students.
Yay, UT Austin! Woo!
Yeah, UT Austin! Yeah, so it is a 70-day, 4,000-mile ride. Yeah. I can't believe it. And throughout the way, we are going around and touching all these different communities, and we'll even go to different hospitals and grant out funds. It was started in 2004 by a man named Chris Condit. Now, Chris Condit, when he was 11, he had something called Hodgkin's lymphoma. So that meant, instead of living a happy normal childhood, he spent his years in a hospital bed, scared and alone. It's not fair. And it's not what you're supposed to do at that age. You're supposed to be playing and making friends and stuff. And he was scared and alone, scared for his life. It was wrong. Luckily, he recovered. But not everybody can say the same, you know. And I'm a nursing student, so I meet a lot of people who have gone through the experience of cancer. I've treated a lot of people who are currently going through cancer, and there's usually one common sentiment. First, they're very gracious. They're gracious that they have their lives healed. They're gracious for their they're gracious for their lives. They're gracious that they have their family and their support system next to them. So gracious for the doctors and nurses and healthcare staff that are there for them. And the second one, they're usually very angry. They're angry that they have to go through these. They're angry that maybe, they have survived. A lot of other people that they met in that hospital while they were there for so long did not have the same fate. And they're angry that everybody in the world has a story connected to this disease because it is so prevalent. So when you're faced with that anger, you have two choices. You can either continue to stew in it, you can ruminate and it can consume you and you can do nothing about it. Two, you can take that feeling and you can use it to go create change. That's what Chris did. So, in 2004, when he was a UT Austin student, he met some cyclists, and they were going from Texas to San Francisco for ALS. And that was so cool. He'd never seen that before. Chris liked to cycle, but the idea of doing something bigger than yourself and cycling for a change and raise money, like, just never crossed his mind. So he and his friends came up with an idea. Instead of going from Texas to San Francisco, we're gonna go from Texas to Alaska. That's a lot cooler. And he thought, that's gonna be a lot harder on the students that want to do that in 22 years. So that's what they set out to do. He grabbed a few of his buddies, tacked up signs all around campus, come join me to bike to Alaska. And they got on their, well, I guess they didn't really have computers. They got on their little maps and they planned the route. And they did it. They did the route that we're doing right now, called the Sierras route, and then they also planned another route called the Rockies route, which was the Rockies Mountains, because they just had so much interest. And did it by cycling through and waving cars down and asking them where to go. And when they got lost, they'd knock on doors and ask where they were going. And yeah, 22 years later, it's going strong. And oh, at the beginning, they were raising $4,000. Every member had to raise $4,000, and it was $1 for every month. Now, we are currently raising $7,500 each. I'm very proud of us. Multiple of us on this team, as well as the Rockies team, have greatly surpassed this goal, with many of us raising over $10,000 each.
Woo!
Thank you. Yes, our goal this year is to raise $550,000 for cancer research and support services. I'm proud to announce that we are almost there. Yeah, and so we are definitely going to surpass that goal. And I'm very proud of it. But in our 22 years of being around, we have raised just about $5 million for cancer research and support services. And these have gone to incredible organizations like MD Anderson, Texas Oncology, Brent's Place, multiple other services. Yes, yeah. And we actually get to choose what research opportunity we are sending this money to. So we know exactly where this money is going. So we know it is going directly to fund cancer research and support. So that's just an incredible opportunity that we have. And, yeah. But it's more than just the money. Because, can everybody hear me well? Yeah. Okay, awesome. It's getting really windy. It's more than just the money though, because we have raised money from the comfort of our own bed, right? So I think the main part of this bike ride is being able to cycle through these communities that we otherwise would not have ever been. And when we do that, we get to have conversations with people like y'all. And that is the best part. Because when we tell people about our mission, about what we do, we get to see people's eyes light up. And we get to hear people's cancer stories. And we get to dedicate our ride to them, to y'all. And nothing beats that. Because it puts hope in the people. And it puts hope in us. And you can tell we're just, I don't know, it's just wonderful. We love it so much. And it means the world to us. And we know that we are making the world a better place almost through every little interaction. And I think that is the best part of this ride. Oh, thank you. So now I'm going to pass it on to my friend Aishwarya. She's going to tell you a little bit more. Thank you, guys.
Okay, so I feel like when people hear about such a amazing, crazy story of Texas 4000, of a bunch of college kids going from Texas all the way to Alaska, crossing all of America and Canada, all the way to Alaska, they wonder, like, how did we get here? What do we do? How does it work? So, as you all know, we are UT Austin students. As Cecily said, this was started by UT Austin students. Most of us have just graduated as our seniors, so ask them what they're doing after the ride. Very fun question. Some of us are juniors, and we have one sophomore on the team, lovely Annie, and we all are leaders in this program. This is a leadership program, so most of the route is planned by us. The Health and Fitness Committee plans the routes that we take day to day. Our beautiful travel chairs, Drew and Nadia, help plan along with the committee where we're staying, such as wonderful places like Nicole's place. They call and ask around. They post in random Facebook groups. They send emails to very strange tips and tricks, and they try to find a place for us to stay. We're fully self-sufficient, so when it comes to eating, cooking, when we're camping, we cook for food. We rely on the generosity of the communities we travel through. So we have our supporting gear. So if you see riders that aren't fully in the gear for today, they look a little more relaxed. They're not relaxed. They have been up calling places, looking for food donations, setting up rest stops, filling up water for our thirsty riders riding through the hot sun today. And they're working very hard. And we switch that every single day. New people are on supporting gear. People are riding. we are going from Mesquite to Las Vegas, which is a 102-mile route. And when you hear that scary 102 number, I want you to keep in mind, a lot of us actually did not, we're not really big bikers before even starting Texas 4000. Texas 4000 is a over year-long program. So we have been fundraising and working towards that $7,500 goal since last year. We have started our training since last summer. So we have all been putting so much hard work and energy into this organization. And one thing that one of our first hosts, Sean and Christy, on one of our first initial day, said to us, kind of lingers with me. Sean said, when you get wonderful, brilliant minds all together in the same place, you can do amazing things. And a majority of us have done so much work outside of T4K related to cancer and cancer research, and even just healthcare, or working with people, telling stories, sharing, fundraising, and just connecting with communities outside of even getting on our bikes, which I think is an amazing, amazing thing. And we've really touched the hearts, and we've learned so many stories from all the amazing and generous people. And one of the things that we do at Texas 4000 is called a Why Ride. And a Why Ride is kind of a short story of why we do what we do here at T4K. And every single rider has their own Why Ride story, and it's a very beautiful thing. It's sometimes the initial spark that kind of pushed us towards T4K and filling out our application before we started our ride. It's a combination of very lengthy stories that fuel us every single day to keep pushing. When we're going up a crazy hill, or it's too hot, or our legs hurt, it's something that keeps us going in the fight against cancer. So I'm going to invite Shrieker to come talk about his Why Ride very briefly. It's a very beautiful story, so I'll give a round for Shrieker.
So much for being here. I want to say thank you for those wonderful signs. It was truly welcoming. I think nothing means more to us, especially when we're so far away from home, to have personalized welcome signs for us. And it truly kind of did make us feel like home to see our own name and see a group of people coming to just welcome us. So from behalf of all the T4K riders, thank you guys so much. And thank you guys for giving us the opportunity to talk. I think it means a lot, especially for me, because this was something that I did struggle to talk about before. And it is a little about why I ride. So to get into that, a little about why I ride. I ride for my family. I have a wonderful sister. She is now 26 finished med school and is now in her first year of residency. Truly paves the way for me. I have a wonderful mother currently at home, and she continues to sacrifice so I can chase dreams like this. And for mostly, I ride for my father, who he passed away from cancer when I was in 6th grade. And I thought it was truly awful, because my dad was a very charismatic, he was loved by all, and he was a great father figure. And I just thought it was so unfair, because he came here to pursue that American dream, give his kids and wife a better life, or better education. And he kind of, I guess, was almost there, only to see it not fully through. And I thought it was unfair for him. I thought it was unfair for me. I thought it was very unfair for my mom, who never really finished her college education and was forced to take care of her 2 kids, wanting to pursue a college education. And there was lots of unfairness that I thought, but thankfully I had a very strong support system. I had some people like Miss Rachel. She was my swim friend's mother, who kind of took me in as one of her sons, and she kind of, invited me to her house. She called me son. She called her daughters my sisters, and I have several stories like that, and it was stories like that that allowed me to continue to stay happy. And I hope to do that through this program. I hope to talk to communities, talk to people who talk about this disease. And I guess a little before, I had a very strong support group, but the thing is, I never really talked about it. Fast forward about, to 10 years, I still found myself struggling to talk about it. I remember specifically 2 stories, one of them being I was with one of my best friends, and he's in this other organization called Camp Kesem, where he kind of volunteers with kids whose parents have cancer. And he came home one day and he was just talking to me and asking me these oddly specific questions. And I tried answering those questions, and I just found myself crying, time that you've ever talked about your dad with me, you know, and I was like kind of filled with emotions, like a little sadness, a little anger, a little happiness, just because like I was like, you know, I guess I was really disappointed, but also happy that I was finally coming out and talking about this stuff. And it kind of goes to say I ride for three main reasons. I ride for my dad most specifically, who was an awesome father and kind of instilled in me at a young age that I can do anything I put my mind to, which is why I'm able to, you know, believe that I can do a thing like Texas 4000. I ride for my family and friends. I ride for this amazing team that continues to support me. I ride for my friends that continue to allow me to have reasons to be grateful for. And I ride for myself because doing this allows me to become more comfortable in my bike shoes and talk about it with all you guys and make me a more confident person so that I can in turn go and talk to more communities out there like you guys. So I want to say thank you guys so much. This means the world. I encourage you guys to talk